presence threatens you. We fought for our place at this table, and that has made us stronger than you will ever be. Now pick your jaw up off the floor and go back to your clam chowder and shallow conversations. My girlfriends and I aren't going anywhere.
Hey y'all, it's Deuce and welcome back to Producer Post. Today we're doing another character combos video, and I did not intend to do another character combo video like consecutively, but after watching Pose, which I highly recommend if y'all haven't watched it, I was really drawn to do a video on a particular character. As you can see tell by the title, it's Miss Elektra. She is a very well-written character. She has a very compelling character arc, and I would like to talk about that character arc. But before we do that, as you can tell, I've been really slacking on the videos, and I deeply apologize. It's been a lot with, like, I was doing a lot of job hunting, which I actually did get a job, and all of the protesting going on. But, you know, I was like, if I don't get a video out for Pride Month, I'm going to be very mad. But here we are. Now, who is Elektra? Elektra Wintour. Yes, Wintour, not Winter. Don't get it wrong. She is the house mother of the House of Wintour, previously the house mother of Abundance, and she was previously affiliated with Evangelista and Ferocity. She's a very formidable contender in the ballroom scene, and she's very well known for like her quips. I mean, not even her quips, her reads. Like, she goes thorough. She is the librarian because she comes to read. Let me stop before Adrian kills me. She's always serving looks. She's always having like luxurious items, and she holds herself in a high regard, which is why this episode of the character combo is about self-worth, because she's always been defined by her self-worth. But how her self-worth has been defined, that has changed throughout the series, which deeply defines her character. So let's really get into it. In the beginning of season 1, Elektra, she wasn't the nicest person at all. She was a mother of, the house mother of Abundance, but she was really mean to her children. She was really cold and callous. She was very materialistic. Her self-worth was really deriving from like wealth, luxury items, winning trophies, and her ability to pass as a cisgender person rather than a transgender one. And everything except for that last one is really like surface level, you know, things that really don't mean much in a long run, but they mean a lot to her. And that's because those things give her like fame and fortune and notoriety, which she really likes, which is consistent. But she doesn't put it to other people's expense at towards the end of the series. Well, I shouldn't say series, because we are getting season 3. I found out very recently there is supposed to be season 3. Just Rona ruining things as usual. The reason she gets her self-worth from that is because she's like, oh yeah, I really am the person who I think I am. Money definitely makes her feel really good. However, all this starts to change towards like the middle of season 1, because she decides she's gonna become a full woman with the sex reassignment surgery. And that's when her character arc starts to transition. See what I did there? But yeah, after her surgery, it starts becoming apparent to her that she may need to change who she is, because who she is isn't the person she wants to be. Because no one came to console her besides Blanca for her surgery, and she didn't really like Blanca that much. She was really hoping anyone, any of her children, maybe her benefactor, but no, that wasn't the case. Only Blanca came, and Blanca was like, this is a reflection of who you are. You are what you put out into the world, and the world puts that back into you. So yeah, you put out like cold things, so you're left by yourself. You know, you were given a cold shoulder. So, and this continues, like this realization of who she is might need to change, because she gets financially cut off because her man does not want to see her with a vagina. He asked for a hot dog, not a taco. He's mad that his order is messed up. And so he cuts her off. He ends a relationship. They've been going for 10 years, but apparently that was the final straw. But yeah, so she now has to do sex work, and a lot of the things that she doesn't want to do. She's sleeping on the streets. She does, she's a very bougie person. This is not who she is, but this is what she has to do if she wants to survive. So yeah, Blanca takes her in and shows her the kindness that Elektra originally showed her when Blanca took her underneath her wing. But yeah, this isn't the Blanca that Blanca. This isn't the Elektra that we knew. This is like a cocoon. And this cocoon, you may think ends at season 1, but it definitely ends around like first half of like season 2. Because while she does stand up for Blanca, she's getting bullied by Lulu and Candy and help Evangelista get a house. Well, in the beginning of season 2, she gets a new job and she's like, you know what? I'm gonna be back on my irregular stuff. I need a grand house. I need money. I need this to show that I am worthy of all this. So she sort of reverts back. But then some things happen to make her change her perspective of like her self-worth, because apparently money isn't going to save you in certain situations. Towards like the first half of season 2, Elektra accidentally kills someone. I say accidentally kills because I think that is legally, like through negligence, that would be how she'd be culpable. I don't know the legality of it, but yeah, someone dies on the during the job, and she gets really freaked out because she heard a lot of stories about from this one person named Euphoria and how badly treated trans women were and stuff, and she doesn't want to go through that. There's nothing in the world, no money in the world is going to change the fact that she is transgender, and they don't like transgenders, especially in the prison, especially in jail. So yeah, she finds a way to, get rid of the body, hide the evidence, but that gets awkward because she doesn't really get rid of it. She keeps her in the house, so it really is a ghost, and it haunts her every single day. About that reminder that any day if that gets caught, boom, all that money, all that prestige, all that fame that she treasures so much is gone. And then in the next episode, a person that I don't think she really treasured and like respected in life, leaves. Candy she doesn't actually die, but Candy passes away in a really terrible situation. And I think that really made Elektra realize, like, anything can happen. And it's not even anything can happen. The bigger takeaway is that she wants to be remembered, like, by all the good things she's done, but a lot of people just see her as like someone who's really shady and is very condescending, and like she wants to start changing that image. And you can see that because like the rest of half of the season, in remembrance of Candy, she does a lot of things. Like she takes people, she did not have to take all her friends to that beach trip, but she did. She stood up for all the women in the ballroom scene. She stood up for the women, trans women in general, by that clip in the beginning, by dragging that one woman who was like, you guys are just men in dresses. She really helps Blanca out when she has like empty nest syndrome. Like, she is a really good supportive character. She becomes less about her, more about other people. And this is where the transition between her self-worth coming from from objects goes. Self-worth comes from like how well she loves other people, people love her, how she helps people's lives improve. She's also very political. And earlier, she was only caring about the balls because, those give her satisfaction and value. But she went to the protests, two political things, with the condom on the house and, financially supporting it. So yeah, she is a very changed individual, and she gets her self-worth from doing all these kind of things. So which, like a phenomenal depiction of this character from Dominique Jackson and the writers. Like, it's just fantastic.
You know what that is? It's growth.
And that was my dissection on Elektra's character in Pose. I hope you all enjoyed that. It's opened me up as a cis man to like the experiences of trans people, specifically trans women, what they go through. It opens me up to the ballroom scene. I really didn't know much about it. So yeah, I got a lot of education. And I got a lot of education on like the whole HIV and AIDS crisis of the 80s. That is wild. And there's a lot of parallels between that and Corona. I would like to do a video on that, but I feel like a medical professional should do that. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. And I hope y'all have a good day, and I'll see y'all whenever.
I make what you say change.